The restaurant was warm and full of chatter that afternoon. Soft music played in the background, and the smell of roasted chicken filled the air. At one of the corner tables sat a well-dressed woman in her early 40s, confident, elegant, and proud. She snapped her fingers toward the counter. "Waitress over here!" A young waitress named Lena rushed to her with a polite smile. "Yes, ma'am. How may I help you today?" The woman didn't look up from her phone. "Get me the house special and a latte, and hurry, I don't have all day." Lena nodded, wrote down the order, and hurried toward the kitchen. Just as she was about to place the order, the door opened slowly. An elderly woman, frail and walking with a cane, stepped inside. Her hands trembled slightly as she clutched her small purse. She looked around uncertainly, searching for a seat. Lena noticed her immediately and rushed over. "Good afternoon, ma'am. Let me help you to your seat," she said gently. The old woman smiled weakly. "Thank you, dear. I haven't eaten all day." Lena helped her sit down and patiently took her order, a simple bowl of soup and some bread. Moments later, Lena brought the old woman's meal out first. She carefully placed it in front of her. "Here you go, ma'am. Please eat while it's hot." The old woman clasped her hands together in gratitude. "You're an angel, my child, thank you." From the corner of her eye, Lena saw the first woman watching, tapping her nails on the table in irritation. When Lena finally brought her food, she apologized sincerely. "I'm sorry, ma'am. I had to serve the elderly lady first because she wasn't feeling well." The woman glared at her. "You think that's an excuse? I've been waiting for 10 minutes." "I truly apologize," Lena said softly. "I didn't mean to keep you waiting." The woman crossed her arms, lifted her chin, and said coldly, "Fine. How much is the bill?" Lena smiled nervously. "It's $130, ma'am." The woman pulled out her wallet, counted $200, and suddenly threw the money at Lena. The bills scattered across the floor. "Next time, don't waste my time," she snapped. "I'm not some beggar. Learn to respect class." The restaurant fell silent. Everyone turned their heads to watch. Lena stood frozen for a moment, her face pale with embarrassment. Then, without saying a word, she slowly bent down to pick up the money. But before she could touch it, a calm, firm voice stopped her. "Don't pick that up, Lena." It was Mrs. Chen, the restaurant owner, a graceful woman in her 50s with quiet authority. She had seen everything from the counter. Mrs. Chen walked over slowly, her heels clicking against the marble floor. She turned to the arrogant woman and said calmly, "Ma'am, I must ask you to pick up your money yourself." The woman scoffed. "Excuse me? I paid for my food." Mrs. Chen nodded. "Yes, but you didn't pay with respect. Here, we serve food, not pride." "Pick it up yourself," the woman snapped. "I won't dirty my hands." Mrs. Chen's expression didn't change. She simply turned to Lena and said, "Please take back her food." Lena hesitated, then did as she was told. "Wait, what are you doing?" the woman demanded. Mrs. Chen looked her straight in the eye. "We don't serve anyone who treats others like they're beneath them. You may leave now." The woman's face flushed red. People at nearby tables were watching silently, their eyes fixed on her. She clenched her fists, humiliated. Then, slowly, she bent down and picked up the crumpled bills from the floor. Without another word, she stormed out of the restaurant. The door slammed behind her. For a moment, there was silence. Then the old woman from earlier spoke softly. "Bless you, dear," she said to Mrs. Chen. "Not everyone would stand up for kindness." Mrs. Chen smiled. "Ma'am, people forget that real class isn't about what's in your wallet. It's about how you treat others, especially those who serve you." The restaurant filled with gentle applause. Lena wiped her eyes, touched by her boss's words. Mrs. Chen patted her shoulder. "Don't ever let arrogance make you feel small. You did the right thing." Later that evening, the old woman quietly asked for her bill. Mrs. Chen smiled and said, "Your meal's already paid for, by someone who believes in kindness." She pointed to a man at the back, a regular customer who had seen everything and wanted to do something nice. The old woman smiled warmly. "There's still goodness in this world," she whispered. That night, as Lena locked up the restaurant, she thought about what had happened. She realized that sometimes the richest people have the poorest hearts, and sometimes those with little have everything that truly matters. True class isn't measured by money, but by manners, humility, and respect. Comment buy if you believe kindness and respect make you truly rich.